Hey guys, so it is January 14th, 2026. I just hit my goal weight of 180 on the 6. So just thought I would post a video talking about one thing that's been helping me with weight loss and now hopefully maintaining my weight. And that is focusing more on protein, and I've been lean protein, that is, and I've been eating a lot of TVP, textured vegetable protein, also known as TSP, textured soy protein. So just thought I'd make a video. I have a shorts video where I show a giant 25-pound bag I got from a health food or from a discount store for $20. It's literally probably a whole year's worth. So what I did is I poured some of that into this storage bag, and what I'm doing is I'm keeping at this time I'm keeping a half cup measure cup in there, and I'm just, whenever I go eat something, especially something that's liquidy, just take half a cup, pour it in to whatever I'm eating, let it rehydrate. Depends on what I'm eating, actually. If it's a warm liquid thing, like I have a couple videos where I add it to McDougall soup, and or like ramen, for example, like that comes in the cups, and then you add the hot water. So what I'm doing is, with something like that, taking it, putting it in the cup, and then rehydrating it at the same time as the McDougall soup or the ramen, just as an example. I'm also adding it to cold things like cereal. The past couple of days, I get a bowl, pour it in there, and then I just add the cereal to it and put whatever else I'm going to put on it, like fruit, maybe milled flaxseed, whatever, then whatever milk substitute I'm using, like soy milk or almond milk, and just eat it right away. Also, I'm still using it as like a main ingredient in things like TVP Sloppy Joes, which I have a video on that. Which, what you do, you can use it as a meat substitute. Basically, this is the crumble version. So it, like when you rehydrate it, it basically absorbs the water and expands, and it's like the size of ground beef, basically. And what you do to use it as a ground beef substitute is you basically take hot water, add it to the TVP to rehydrate it, and then, like with Sloppy Joes, I just mix like some sandwich in with it, and then I let it simmer, so it kind of cooks the water out, but it absorbs the Sloppy Joe mix. We could use it to like make meatless taco meat. After you rehydrate it, just heat it in a pan with the taco seasoning. I really like to use it to make TVP Sloppy Joes. That's basically what I've been doing for years and years and years. But I went to, in 2025, I started focusing more on protein, so I want to expand my horizons beyond TVP Sloppy Joes and use it in other things. And it comes in different sizes. There's like chunks. In Indian grocery stores, there's like bigger chunks you can buy to use like in curry, for example. And in Asian grocery stores, there's different sizes as well. And you can get it in the little like curl shape, or even like really big sizes, or a lot bigger. So yeah. And so TVP is actually a trademark by the Archer Daniels Midland Company. They're the company that came up with it. a long time ago, like decades ago. I think it became like popular in the 70s. Like I think that's when they started like adding it as a meat extender and like school lunches and stuff. But then like companies like Bob's Red Mill also sells it. But if you notice, whenever it's marketed as TVP, there's a little trademark because that company owns it. So sometimes it's called TSP, textured soy protein. I don't know if that's to get around the little trademark thing, but like using it more as a traditional food, when you go to like an Indian store or Asian store, using it more in authentic recipes is usually like textured soy protein. So TVP, TSP, basically the same thing. And then there's also, if you, for people who don't want or can't have soy, there's also nowadays they're doing a pea protein, like a yellow pea protein version, textured pea protein. I think there's all different kinds of textured protein from different vegetable sources, but just regular TVP is soy. So, and it's defatted soy. They remove the fat, so it's virtually fat free. So, they make soybean oil. They take the fat out of the soybeans. Well, so that leaves, when you take the oil, aka the fat, out, then you're just left with basically pure protein. They run that through an extruder. That's where the different shapes comes from. And then it's dried or dehydrated. So that's why it comes dry like this. And then you rehydrate with hot water and it expands. So you can basically can store it for years. And then when you rehydrate it, you get more food out of it because it expands, like I said. And yeah, so I actually have the Bob's Red Mill website pulled up here on my computer just to get some info here. So like I said, it's basically fat free. It's cholesterol free because it's a plant product. Cholesterol is only found in animal foods, so there's no cholesterol in soy. And it's a complete protein since it's soy. And let's see. On this website, it's for 1/4 cup, so I have to multiply everything by 2. So the calories is 80, so that'd be 160 and half a cup. And the protein is 12, so that'd be 24 grams and half a cup. So 160 calories, 24 grams of protein, 0 fat. So that is very lean protein. And it doesn't have much of a flavor by itself, so you can actually rehydrate it with broth to give it more flavor. But it kind of acts like tofu, where it's like a flavor sponge. It basically absorbs the flavor you cook it with. So like when I use manwich to make TVP Sloppy Joes, it like absorbs the manwich flavor. So, and then some people who eat meat will do like half meat, half TVP to use it as like an extender or to just as a way to cut down on eating meat, I guess. But I am vegan. I've been vegan since 2008, so I just use 100% TVP in things like Sloppy Joes. So it's a great vegan meat substitute. Can basically throw it in soup, throw it in stews, things that have a lot of liquid so it can absorb the liquid. And like I didn't know until recently that you can, like I just ate some dry. I didn't even know that was a thing. Like that's why I've been throwing it in cereal, because even though I've been eating it at Sloppy Joe's for years, I never knew you can just like eat it like without rehydrating it or without like boiling it. And like, oh, with the bigger chunks, when you rehydrate, it's good to squeeze the water out. So with the granules, you don't really need to do that. That's why when you simmer it, it kind of cooks the water out and absorbs the flavor. But with the bigger pieces, the chunks or whatever, like with the Indian food, you rehydrate it, you squeeze the water out, so it's like ready to use, and it just absorbs the flavor. So if you use it in a curry, like it absorbs the curry flavor. It's not really trying to be fake meat per se. It's just like a meat substitute. It's just to have like a chewy, like meaty chewy texture, and to provide like of filling the void of there not being meat there. So it's just a way to get like almost just like pure lean protein with like a chewy texture, and it's filling, so it helps keep you full because of the protein. And yeah, so let's see what the Bob's Red Mill website says here. Textured vegetable protein, highly nutritious soy product, rich in complete protein, contains no fat, so is an excellent alternative to meat. Made from defatted soy flour, it's been cooked under pressure, then dried. Naturally gluten-free. Although TVP doesn't add much flavor, it's low in fat and calories, contains a wealth of complete soy protein. So it absorbs the flavor, is why they said that. Complete protein with all the amino acids essential to human nutrition. Good source of iron, magnesium, phosphorus. Use TVP as an extender in meat or protein patties and meat loaf, stoops. Works great as protein alternative for health bars, salads, cereals, baked potatoes, stuffing. Easy to prepare, takes on the flavor of whatever recipe which is added. Adding TVP to your favorite cooked dishes is a tasty and simple way to take advantage of soy's bountiful nutrition. Okay, that's basically everything I just said. So, yeah, I've been really using TVP to help with my weight loss. I used to weigh 275. I'm around 180-ish right now, so I've lost like 90, 95 pounds. Is my heaviest weight. And tofu is great, but tofu is actually not a low-fat food that's like got fat in it because it's not defatted like the TVP is. And then tempeh is fermented soy. It's got the little soybeans in it, but again, it's not as low-fat as TVP. There's seitan, which is made from wheat gluten, but TVP is literally defatted soy, and it's only one ingredient. So sometimes I only do a fourth of a cup. I should have mentioned that earlier. Like in the small McDougall soup cups or ramen, like it can only fit like a fourth of a cup, but sometimes I'll do half of a cup. And yeah, it's just whether you're vegan or not, like I think more people need to know about TVP. It's cool. It's good. It's awesome. And it's going to be a major part in my more protein-focused vegan diet these days. Far beyond Sloppy Joes. I'm basically focusing on carbs and protein. Good carbs and protein. And TVP is one of those major sources of protein since it's lean. Fruit, protein. I've been doing a lot of fruit and protein shakes. Complex carbs and lean protein like potatoes and seitan, or just adding TVP to whatever I can. I wish I could think of more. I should have wrote down all the different examples I've been using it in, but basically anything I can add it to, especially things with liquid in it, I've been adding to. So, and yeah, I'm basically just going to stay on the lower fat side of things for the most part on most days. I'm also playing intermittent fasting by ear. Sometimes I want to eat breakfast, sometimes I don't. I have been wanting to the last few days. That's where the cereals come in. So I'm kind of just trying to eat when I'm hungry and when I'm not. But yeah, so I may post some TV. Well, not may. I probably will start posting more videos with TVP. I made a TVP playlist. So I just wanted to post this video talking about TVP, and then I can start posting TVP recipes and showing how I'm using it and all that stuff, along with other sources of plant-based protein, but especially TVP. All right, so that's it for this video. Thanks for watching.